those two bearish candles at the beginning of it happen to be, you know, less than a half a second each forming, uh, then that could go back to Brian's idea of this is going to launch when these candles form like this.
Right.
That green, yeah, right in the middle, the big green, and then the red rejection next to it, and then the big red, the big engulfing red. If those all formed in under a second, that's an example of a launch, you know, or a hard crash, basically in that window. But we're not seeing it.
Okay. And so we understand that. We don't. I don't need to cover that, right? Do you need to know anything else about this?
Nope.
Okay. And so now this one down here. So yeah, we're coming back to the same area, but look at the amount of candles that we got going into it. It's, you know what I mean? Like clearly having issues, you know? Like it's not super clean. Like this manipulation under here is 4 candles. Well, the manipulation under here is like 6 or 7 or 8, you know? Like,
Plus the big red and the big green negate each other, so it's not truly a W forming.
exactly. So actually this probably isn't a bad setup, really, because you really don't know this is all coming. And it really isn't any different than
Well, by the time you get to
this.
that one, that wick is going to be painful too. It's going to be really large.
Yeah, the risk is still high on that. I can't see what it is. So what is that, like 04 to, I mean, it's only one, I think it's only 1 point.
There's some weird background noise.
It's low pay.
Lope.
About 1 point. It's only 1 point, but you're only getting 1 point, and then you're getting pullback, and then it's still only 1 point though. And then you got all this to wait through. So I mean, it's just not, I guess, super clean. Um, I don't really hate that. I just don't like it as much as this, or this, which it's just got more confluence with it. It's really the same thing. It's just extra. It's all candles, right? There's not a lot of wicks or indecisions. Any questions there?
Nope.
Um, Still coming off that same area and still deeper manipulation to that low right there. So I mean, it still gives you plenty of confluence reasons why, but then you're also underneath the 89 as well, and then you have all this that's you got to work through. Um, this will actually,
Could have easily rejected the 89s if you'd gone down too.
yeah, just because I mean it's you got rejected here, and so then
Yeah.
now it's probably a good chance that it's probably going to start going down.
Plus
Oh,
your 89 and your 200 are
side by side.
slightly downward.
This is actually a really good trade here. I don't know why I didn't circle. I might have did it in the next picture, but you got that flat area. If you look, see if I can get this thing to work without uh, short, medium, long, and then all right. So yeah, you have that flat area where all the candles stop and all your wicks, stop right there. And so then, so if this is like your flat area there, and then you have this manipulation to the high here, right? It's just on a micro level. And so you have manipulation to the high, which means it's most likely going to go low. And the flat area there is it's holding it, right? It's being contained or whatever. It's showing you it's containing it, and it's here. It's got to manipulate somewhere in order to go one way. So if it manipulates here, then it's most likely going there. And so you can just put your entry roll and tick underneath all those bodies of those candles right there. And I guess to kind of like give you confluence, like your price action on this move right here, the middle part of that M basically is like framing that this area right here. And so basically this move is coming up and touching the bottom of this consolidation.
That one formed, I never would have even considered that one again, just because of my view of how it formed. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally in there. You got that down there and like that, you know. And it's just a minimalist form. And so that's what they're trying to show you is the small ones give you less risk. I mean, look at how much risk you have. You have it's what is that? Oh 09. It's like I think that's like 0925 and this is 10. So 0.75 is your risk here. Extremely small.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has this line forming right here before it even gets to this zone up here is like, it's just showing you how weak it is. Like, dude, just touch the zone then. Like, you're that close, just touch it. But it can't. And also, when you have that like that, it's showing you that your manipulation to the high is those two ticks right there, and that's it. So that's how controlled it was, is that it couldn't even break the high of this wick right here. And it had to like reduce these candles in order to make it to where it could manipulate the high. So it's structured. This is what it's I guess what I'm trying to get at is this is a super structured move by a market maker. You know, well, I need to manipulate the high in order to go low so I can be transparent. Okay, I'm going to hold this level right here. I'm going to reduce the candle. I made it up here, so I'm just going to reduce the body one tick here, make the next candle to make that a doji, and then I'll do another 2 sets of dojis right next to it, but I'll just go one tick higher on the body so I can show that I'm manipulating the high, and then I'm dumping it. And then look at the power from that move, because it didn't expel any of the energy on this setup right here. They put it all into this move right here. So, any questions here? Main thing you're looking for is just a straight line of wicks or straight line of bodies. That's the key right there, is usually when you see those. And then like kind of like that right there, you got a straight line of bodies and wicks right there, and then you have that one wick that sits out above it, you know. You're looking for something like that. And then let me see, go to the next picture. Bless you. And then, so we did that. I talked about that one already. Do you need explanation on this?
I mean, it just didn't form. Why would be
So it's
upside down E?
minimalist M. Yeah. And then also, you've got a doji right there between those two. And then another doji forming. If you erase all these candles going down, there's a bigger doji right there. But if I get down there, it's, you know, the movie's gone. And I mean, you know, same case we made. Like, I guess this doesn't really count because it's like in this, you know.
Okay.
But this is kind of out there by itself, you know, just like this was. You know, broke away from your consolidation. And then it also falls in line with your declining price action, right? To where it's going to dump. So three pushes down and then can't go past the high, dumps. That's so
So
1,
the
2,
confirmation though,
3.
break below the 89 and roll over something else.
Exactly. So now let's just go to the next one then.